With a little over 800 combined horsepower, the Rivian R1T can rocket to 0 to 60 in a little over 3 seconds. And with quad electric motors, being able to individually modulate power at each individual wheel, it has amazing off-road prowess. Hi, this is Joe from Scarff Ford, and today we're talking about this beautiful 2022 Rivian R1T. Let's dive in. So around 2022, when this Rivian came out, the product line was a little bit more simpler. They're all pretty much built the same way with quad motors and a large battery pack. Now you have a lot more choices. You have a dual motor, you have a tri-motor, you have a quad motor, you have a small standard pack, you have a large pack, and then you have like an extended range pack. So a little bit more complicated, and prices have gone up too. When the Rivian R1T first came out, you could get one for right around $80,000. Now, if you want to get a brand new quad motor Rivian or a tri-motor, the two highest performance versions of the Rivians right now, those are both over $100,000. I think the quad motor is like $110,000. So something like this, a 2022 Rivian with the quad motor, with only a little over 7,000 miles on this one, it's a compelling choice for a lot of people, especially compared to the price of the new one. And this thing is in still pretty near new condition. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm a big fan of the Rivians. I've bought and sold many over the years. It has amazing fit and finish. I mean, look at the interior detail. They really spare no expense on the interior, the little bezels, the intricacies, very detailed. I'm also a big fan of Teslas. I like EVs. I own a Tesla myself, but Teslas have very minimalist interiors. Even on the fancier like the S and X, they're not as fancy as this Rivian R1T. The interior in this thing is it's like an electric Range Rover. That's what it reminds me of. It's absolutely beautiful fit and finish, and they've proven to be very robust and reliable. Sometimes the Teslas can have little issues here and there. The Rivians that I've had have proven to be very robust and very reliable. That we've bought and sold over the years, and I haven't seen really any issues. The only Achilles heel of the Rivian, if you're gonna buy one, don't let it completely go dead. Sometimes it happens with people. If you drain the battery completely, there's two low voltage 12 volt batteries that power the infotainment system. If it goes completely dead, then those two batteries are ruined and they have to be replaced. So a lot of times you have to get it towed to Rivian, so it's kind of a pain. Aside from that, if you don't let it go completely dead, these tend to be very reliable. I think even more reliable than Tesla products in many ways. You know, that's my opinion. It's not scientific fact. The interior is very nice and minimalist. We have this nice touch screen right here. We have a nice screen right here for the gauge cluster. Rivian's really great at over their updates, so they're constantly updating things, improving features, changing the display and functionality, making it better. So in a lot of ways with the over their updates, it gets better even though it gets older. We have heated and cooled front seats. We have an amazing terrain management system. You have a lot of information here. It's almost overwhelming. There's an off-road mode. This has a height adjustable air suspension, so you can get amazing ground clearance when this thing's on the highest setting. There's also a sport mode, which will lower the stance and it will unlock full power. This is like your own personal roller coaster ride with a combined output of over 800 horsepower, 0 to 60 right around 3 seconds. You know, when you ride a roller coaster and you go down that big first drop and you get that feeling in your stomach, basically you get that same feeling under heavy acceleration with this thing. It's not going to go 150 miles an hour. It runs out of steam about 110 miles per hour. But up to that point, it's very quick. It's actually probably digitally restrained to go any faster because it has an off-road suspension and stuff like that. It's not designed for high speed. It's a great combination. But the other thing too, if you're looking maybe at a new Rivian and you want the best off-road prowess, you really need to go with either the tri-motor or the quad motor. They have dual motor versions of the Rivian now, which are more affordable. But this quad motor, what's special about it, it has an electric motor at each individual wheel, so it can modulate power very precisely to each individual wheel, which makes these things absolutely amazing off-road. Don't take my word for it. Do some research yourself and you'll find wonderful accolades about the off-road prowess in this thing. Obviously, if you're going to do some really technical stuff, you'd probably want to put off-road tires on this one. This has the 22-inch wheel and tire package, which is great for on-road. It looks great, but for super technical off-roading, you're going to want to get off-road tires for it, which you can swap in and out of depending on, if you're off-roading or not. Here's the information about it. It has 7,396 miles, R1T Adventure. The interior is forest edge warm ash wood. It's got the Glacier white exterior. It has the large battery pack, quad motor all-wheel drive. Another hit, if you're curious if a Rivian's quad motor or not, generally they have yellow brake calipers if they're a quad motor, or I think a tri-motor also has the yellow brake calipers as well. 22-inch bright side wheels look great. And this is an American all the way, built and assembled in Normal, Illinois. Fantastic. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful leather, contrast tinting, nice open pore wood trim. This interior color looks great, very comfortable, very supportive. It's such a wonderful place to be. And then you have a huge glass roof panel to allow lots of ambient light inside. There's those upgraded 22-inch wheels, and you can see the yellow brake calipers. I love the front lighting on the Rivians. It really creates a cool ambient effect at nighttime. And it's not quite as, I mean, it definitely looks special, but it's not as polarizing as a Cybertruck. I think the Cybertrucks are cool too, but some people just think they're too out there as far as styling goes. So if you want an all-electric pickup truck and you want something a little bit more exclusive, the Rivian might be a great compromise between like getting a, you know, like a Ford or a GM EV pickup versus like a Cybertruck. This is kind of like the Goldilocks right in the middle. Not too crazy looking, but definitely a little bit more special. Since we don't have an engine up here, we have a huge trunk with lots of cargo space, and it doesn't end there. There's actually another level of storage. There's the charger. So we have an adapter, so you can charge it off a 110 outlet, but this has a really big battery. It's not going to be very efficient. That's basically for like emergency situations. It's going to add maybe 1 to 2 miles of range per hour off a 110 outlet, but it has an adapter for a 220 outlet, which is basically like the same outlet you plug your dryer in. So any electrician can basically install one at your house, and that will give you a full charge overnight. Fully charged range on this thing is about 300 miles. Lots of space back here. Being a four-door, it also doubles as a great family vehicle. Nice and comfortable. And look at the level of detail in this thing. It just doesn't end. USB-C integrated in there. Nice wood surrounding here. We have a coat hook. Really nice, well thought out interior. We have a touchscreen back here to operate the climate control system, radio, stuff like that. And we have more storage as well in the form of a gear tunnel. You have access on both sides. And look at that, amazing amount of storage. And then there's some more storage compartments in there as well. Like if you want to put a first aid kit or a tool kit in there, you can do that. This has a 4.5 foot bed, but the way it's hinged a little bit differently than most other pickup trucks. You can see it has this unique hinge, which extends the bed pretty far. So it's almost like a 6 foot bed when you have it in the down position. And on top of that, there's additional storage into here. You can put a spare tire in there, or you can use this as a storage compartment. You can remove that divider. There's also a drain plug, so if there's water, stuff in there that gets in there, you can drain it out. You can put ice in there and use it as a cooler for like a camping trip. We also have a 110 power outlet. And then on this side, we have an air compressor. And this one does come with an air hose too. We have we have LED bed lighting as well. These things are great tow rigs with 800 plus horsepower. I think the max tow rating is like around 10 or 11,000 pounds. Pretty amazing for a pickup truck that's not a full-size truck. It's kind of more along the size of like a Toyota Tacoma or something like that, or a Chevy Colorado as far as size goes. Another cool little hidden feature is this cool Bluetooth speaker. It actually has a charger right in there, so you put it in its docking bay and it charges. And this thing kicks pretty well. I was actually at the Rivian dealership not too long ago, and they had one of these playing. You can also charge it with a USB charger if you want to have it inside your house. These things sound great. I think it's water resistant or waterproof, so you can use it like on the campsite or outdoor beach stuff. It really sounds great. The Rivian dealerships are really cool. Kind of reminds you go in there, you feel like you're in like REI or something. It has a cool outdoorsy hip feel to them. So yeah, really cool pickup truck, really cool lifestyle. If you're looking for an all-electric pickup truck with amazing performance, luxury, and features, you need to check out the R1T. This specific example is in beautiful shape with only 7,000 miles, one of the lowest mileage 22s out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.